Good morning, welcome to GrainTV. It's September 28, 2012. To my left is Logan Burgess and I'm Brock Shimbano. This morning we received the USDA's quarterly grain stocks report. Let's turn over to Fire Tip, see how the market is reacting. Corn is actually up limit right now. Soybeans have been gaining strength all throughout the session, up about 22.5 cents. Wheat following corn right along, up about 45 cents this morning. You know, Logan, we got a couple of surprises on the quarterly grain stocks report this morning. Why don't we just review what did we actually receive from the USDA?
Yeah, Brock, if we hop over here to this slide, right now we're looking at the middle column here is what the trade expected. The furthest right column here is what we actually saw reported this morning. And kind of the big story here, catching a lot of headlines right now, is corn stocks coming in below 1 billion bushels. This morning it was actually reported at 988 million there. Certainly pushing corn up limit right now across the front 3 delivery months. On corn, if we do close lock limit across the front 3 months, we will have expanded trade limits on Sunday evening. If we turn our attention to soybeans, though, actually totally different story here. Came in well high of what the market was kind of expecting at 169 million bushels there. And wheat coming in slightly below trade expectations at 2.10 billion bushels. Corn's the big story today. We do see wheat following corn higher, but you know, corn trading up lock limit is the big story catching headlines. Brock, we did get some information this morning about on and off farm storage. What are we kind of looking at there?
Yeah, if we take a look at these two graphs provided by Thomson Reuters, you can see the blue bars is actually the on-farm storage, the orange bars are the off-farm storage, and the corresponding total stocks is the green line above. This is as of September 1st going back in time. If you take a look at the most recent 2 years, you can see that the on-farm storage is roughly the same over the last 2 years on September 1st. But what I want to point out is that the commercial storage has really fallen off substantially from last year.
Right.
So that really shows to me that farmers have enough cash to actually store their crop right now. They don't need to be selling into the market. And it's going to take a lot for these commercial buyers to actually pry those crops out of the farmers' hands right now.
Yeah, certainly. You know, we might see some basis appreciation as a result of that throughout the winter, but right now storing soybeans on hopes of basis appreciation is a pretty risky endeavor. If we look at the futures market right now, there's about a 1 cent carry between November and January. That's certainly not compensating anybody for their storage costs. And if we look from November out until March, we're actually looking at an inverted market by about 40 cents. So right now this market's screaming for producers to sell this crop right off the combine. You know, one strategy that you can employ is sell into the cash market off the combine. If you think there's upside potential on this bean market, you can always pick up a call to participate in any move there.
You know, I really like that strategy, Logan. For one thing, it reduces your risk. You actually set a price floor for yourself by selling in the cash market.
Right.
If you buy that call, you're using a little bit of what you received in the cash market to re-own and actually have potential to the upside, so I like that for that reason. But basically, the biggest thing is that you're setting a price floor for yourself and you're still participating in the upside if that happens.
Right, certainly. Well, what are we kind of looking at here for next week? If we move over here, next week on Monday, we will have crop progress. We will be getting EIA energy stocks. You know, a big question right now with corn stocks being tighter. Demand. We'll get some information there from the ethanol sector. Export sales, as always, will be reported on Thursday. And then in kind of macro data here, we'll be getting unemployment figures on Friday. So that's good to keep on your horizons here. If we turn over to what the expectations are for precipitation for the weekend, it's going to be dry across the Corn Belt. We've been talking to producers this morning. Combines are rolling out there, even in northern tier states here. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Should see a good bump in crop progress here on Monday.
Yeah, Monday we really should see a good bump in the harvest progress. We're at a record pace right now. So that's going to continue to weigh on the corn market and the soybean market, although we did get the information today that is really pushing the corn market higher.
Yeah, certainly. We'll have to keep an eye on that. That kind of wraps up our show here for Friday morning. Thanks a lot for joining us on GrainTV. Have a great weekend out there. We'll see you back Monday.